afternoon. Welcome to Audiotree Live. Today is Thursday, June 16th, and we're very excited to have with us Miles Nielsen. Take it away, guys.
Why will you not sing along? The radio plays your favorite song. Go tell your mother the favorite son's coming on. Go tell your father he is never wrong. The truth. And why will you not sing along when the radio plays your favorite song? Go tell your mother your favorite son's number one. Go tell your father never wrong.
Audiotree Live with Miles Nielsen. You guys can go right into the next one if you're ready. Oh, you gotta switch here. I wanted to ask about that kit right there. That's the album art, right, on the kit?
That's correct.
Did you do that yourself, or did you have someone professionally put that on? Or?
We have a friend who has a place called Rock Copy. His name's Mike Solon, out of Rockford.
Okay, cool.
It's a vinyl wrap.
Oh, nice. You guys are like laughing super hard on that. Was there a certain joke that was said that like keyed that on? Is it appropriate?
We don't remember, but
okay.
we were having a good time for sure.
Yeah, I noticed that quite a bit. And there's another picture I saw on your Facebook that I think it was Dave and Dan that were like in these fur coats. Was that a part of that shoot too, or was that something totally different?
Yeah, we brought the fur coats or I brought my fur coat for that shoot. But
Did you thrift those, or where did you? Those things are ridiculous.
we actually found them in Jeff's mother-in-law's closet.
The white one is.
Yeah.
The white one was my mother-in-law's. The other one was a friend of ours.
Okay.
And the picture you saw was the original unveiling picture, but that was before the photo shoot for the
Okay,
album.
I see. You guys had like sunglasses. You guys, it was like looked like it was super hot out in that. Were you guys frying up?
Not, I don't know. It was sunny for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
You suffer for fashion, you know.
Oh, sometimes you have to. Again, that photo, it looks like there's a little bit of suffering. The no shirt with the fur coat though it's pretty key. It's pretty classy. Yeah, whenever you guys are ready, you can roll into that next one.
Prisoner of war, you're a lion, I'm a wolf. Yeah, we're prisoners no more. In this broken world, I'm a martyr for you, girl. Yeah, we're prisoners no more. Well, I would lie for you, I will. Yeah, I would die for you, I will. Just give it time. Gonna make it just fine. Prisoner of the war, can you tell me why I'm yours? Yeah, we're prisoners no more. And all these little girls in the diamonds in their pearls. Yeah, we're prisoners no more. Well, I would lie for you, I will. Yeah, I would die for you, I will. Just give it time. Gonna make it just just give me time, babe. Just give me time, girl. Just give me time, babe. Just give me time, girl. Just give me time, babe. Just give me time.
You're watching Audiotree Live with Miles Nielsen. Hey, I was gonna ask Miles about you went to Jazz Fest in New Orleans, correct? When was that? Was that?
How did you know that?
I did some research. I looked
Okay,
online.
yeah, I went to Jazz Fest in New Orleans. That was and I went 2 years in a row. I think it was like 01, 02.
Okay, a little while back. Have you
It
always
was a
been?
while ago.
Okay, have you always been really into jazz, or is it something like you came up
No,
on?
I think I was more into the fact that like I was super into Medeski, Martin, and Wood at the time,
Okay.
and exploring that sort of jazz.
Mm-hmm.
And we had made up this whole. I was in college at the time. We'd made up this whole story why we needed to take our finals early,
Yeah.
because we had this business proposal that was happening, and we had to go and have this meeting in California with these studio owners, and our teachers bought it. And we actually just went to Jazz Fest for 4 days.
That's awesome. Yeah, I've been and I love it down there during that time.
Yeah, it was
It's just-
amazing.
it's
I think
so
we
great.
ate, drank, and I mean, all we did was eat, drink, and see music. It was inspiring
Yeah, the best 3 things you could do.
and
really, right
unhealthy
there. Yeah,
and wonderful.
I'm always amazed by the street musicians that play, not even just during like the festival part, just the people that like fill in the streets and just play. The natural talent there is just incredible.
I think I actually had more fun in that sort of realm, you know, just eating out of the street, you know, the street cars and watching the street musicians more than actually, you know, going to the fest.
Yeah,
Although
like-
I did see Herbie Hancock in a tent on just him on a piano, and that was incredible.
I can imagine that'd be pretty intimate. But yeah, I agree completely. The culture is more or less almost more fun than the festival
and that
itself.
was my first time ever in the city.
Oh, yeah.
So,
I had
you
the
know,
same
go there for
experience,
4
so, yeah.
days and lose your mind, and then go back the next year and lose it even more. I'm surprised I'm here.
You made it through.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys can roll to the next one whenever you want.
All right. This is a song called Simple Times, I believe. Is that what we have next?
Yeah.
Everybody good? Wow. How's everybody at home on the internets? You can't respond, but it's better that way.
Lift your heart and I'm feeling like I'm drowning. My trigger hand, it was shaking fast as lightning. You take the high road and I'll take the long. Oh baby, when the simple time's gone, all them stars, all them falling stars stop shining. All them hearts with all them tiny parts like clocks kept winding. You take the high road and I'll take the long. Oh baby, when the simple time's gone, my, when the simple time's gone, my. I wish there was something I could say. You missed the I'm sorry. Well, I'm sorry. We came apart, we broke apart like pins were striking. In this perfect game of life we played, we died trying. Well, what we supposed to do? Hell, we kept on fighting. You take the high road and I'll take the long. Oh baby, when the simple time's gone, my, when the simple time's gone, my, when the simple time's gone, my,
Audiotree Live with Miles Nielsen. You guys can roll into the next one whenever you feel comfortable.
Yeah. All right. Will I meet you on the corner? Yeah, the corner of my street. Is it loud? I won't know until we meet. Will you spin me round in circles? There's only one thing you could keep. It's my eyes, 'cause my eyes are the prize. In your heart, it beats slow. In a cold war, mine's beating fast. Will you talk about the Cold War and how you survived? Happiest time of your life. Will you talk about your brothers and your sisters, how they cried as they dropped the bombs each and every night? In your heart, it beats slow. Walls are all around. Well, it seems you were the soldier after all. Well, if you could take the future, well, you'd probably choose the past. You're a little girl that grew up way too fast. So easy to explain, or simply rearrange. It's not so easy to exchange, or simply just change. Well, now 80 years later, when the hindsight is so clear, never did you have to fear. Will you daydream of the cold days? Yeah, the comfort of the sound. I never thought that laughter would sound like bombs falling down.
You're watching Audiotree Live with Miles Nielsen. I'm going to switch over guitars real quick. And while that's going on, I read online that you are involved with some Rockford music education programs. Is that correct?
I do go speak to some kids about songwriting. A couple places throughout the year.
Cool.
Hosting a songwriting workshop this summer for kids between the ages of 7 and 11, which is, I just did my first one. That was interesting.
Any crazy stories, interruptions, anything in particular?
No,
happened?
just kids are they're little sponges, and they're also super creative. You know, they haven't been stifled yet, you know,
Yeah.
by someone telling them that that's wrong or, you know, that's right, you know.
Exactly.
So it's super enjoyable in that sense that, you know, you get these wild ideas from kids, and you're like, well, why didn't I think of that? You know? Well, at some point along the way, I was told that was wrong, or you know, that's the improper way to think about something or look at a song. And so we wrote a song together, and we picked out something in the room and there was a red leaf that had fallen, and someone had taken a photo of it laying on a bed of rocks. So we talked about this whole adventure of this red leaf falling, and the song turned out to be funny and cool, and these little 7-year-olds, and then, you know, the boy, there were these 2 brothers that were in there that were super bright kids. Mm-hmm. They were at odds. I was like, you guys are like Oasis, you know, so don't get in a band together, or you're like the Black Crowes or something. So the one older brother said, I'm gonna go solo already. You know, it's like things like that where you're like,
Leaving 'em in the
at
dust.
11, you're thinking this. You know?
So it's just basically a songwriting workshop. You kind of take them through A to
yeah,
Z,
I just
like
kind of tell them this is how to look at creative writing. You
Okay.
know, not necessarily songs, but you know, and then we put it. I try to do at least a verse, a chorus, and a bridge to show them how those things can be put together.
Okay, cool.
Pretty fun. And then it's at this Japanese garden
Really?
called the Anderson Gardens out in Rockford, Illinois, and it's I think it's the second highest rated Japanese garden in the world.
That's amazing.
Outside of Japan. So I think there's one somewhere on the west coast. In Seattle.
Seattle, okay.
Is number 1, and then number 2 is 63 miles to the northwest of Chicago in Rockford, Illinois. It gets a bad rap out there, you know, it's pretty dangerous.
The garden does? Or Rockford?
No, just Rockford.
Oh, does it really?
The garden, I don't know about that. I think the garden does fine.
That's
But,
great.
but yeah, it's a cool thing, and they asked me to do it, and because I had done some songwriting workshops at some of the middle schools around town. And then a few years back was hosting, along with, you know, 8 to 12 other local musicians, a rock and roll camp that is still going. Rock and Roll University is what they call it out there.
Was there anything like this when you were younger, as far as rock?
No.
Okay.
Rock camp was me setting up in my friend Jason's garage, you know, like literally, you know, just trying to figure out songs. I think we knew like 6 intros and never got to the actual verse, you know.
Yeah,
Parents would come out and be like, can you guys actually learn a song instead of like, you know, 30
part?
seconds of an intro and then on to the next intro? But
Well,
the intros were great.
Well, it worked out pretty good. You guys sound
Yeah.
great today. So
Thanks.
yeah, you can roll into that next one whenever.
All right, this is a song called Dear Kentucky, You're Killing Me. You all good? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Well, Kentucky, Kentucky, oh, why do you want me? Why do I lay at your feet? Well, you know I am easy and porous for whiskey. Arrest me and put me to sleep. Well, Kentucky, Kentucky, you make it so easy. Kentucky, you're killing me. Well, now smoking is sexy and cigarettes haunt me. Sweet little southern dreams. Well, the ashtrays are smiling as I try to fill them. The hand that she wins every time. Well, Kentucky, Kentucky, you make it so easy. Kentucky, you're killing me. Dear Kentucky, you're killing me. Well, now what were you after? Now I'm a disaster who needs looking after. Let's hang from the rafters and sing. Well, Kentucky, Kentucky, oh, why do you want me? And why do I lay at your feet? All this talk about bluegrass and I'm seeing green. In Lexington I was obscene. Well, Kentucky, Kentucky, you make it so easy. Kentucky, you're killing
You're watching Audiotree Live with Miles Nielsen. So I've also heard that you started off solo, right? And then you kind of like eventually branched off to have this band, correct? Am I on the right path?
To make a long story longer, Dan and I actually the three of us were sort of on a break from another project that we were working on, and we were told we had some time to just kind of stay home and hang out. So we stayed home, and we decided, Dan and I had a studio out in Rockford that was different than the studio we have now, but had a studio out there nonetheless. And we just started recording one of my tunes, and there was some drums set up. We're like, why don't we get my brother Dax in here and play drums on this one? We got him in, and then we recorded a bit of that song. We're like, it sounds pretty good. And then we recorded a bit of another song. Suddenly we're like 8 tunes into this thing. We started handing some of these demos off to people. And I played with Mark Ford. He had played guitar with the Black Crowes. And I said, hey, I've got this song that would be perfect for your guitar playing. Would you play on it? And he said yes. And then Danny Lewis from Government Mule, hey, we'd love to have some keyboards on this track. And he said yes. And then all these people started saying yes, and then all of a sudden we're putting out an 11-song record, which is the first record that we put out. So it was really just Dan and I were sort of the band. Mm-hmm. And I think there's 5 different drummers on the album. There's 4 different keyboard players, 6 guitar players. Mm-hmm. And then we were going to do a release show, and we invited Adam down to play horns, and thought, oh wow, those horns you played on the record were pretty good. What do you think about playing horns? And he's like, I'm not interested in being in a band. So I said, well, why don't you learn how to play keyboards and horns and then be in the band? It took about 6 months of, coercing, mm-hmm. and he's been in the band since. That's and then awesome. Dave and Jeff then joined us somewhere in the last 3.5 years, and we've been the same band. Awesome. Since.
Well, do you feel like after all of this, like kind of slightly changing at the beginning and getting to where you're at now, do you feel like you finally found like your voice or the direction you guys want to head, or do you still think you're kind of evolving as far as songwriting and just musicianship in general?
I hope that we're always evolving. Mm-hmm. What I do think is that we've found the band.
Okay.
The 5 of us, we have sort of a, I don't know how, our bastard son, Darren, he's Darren Garvey, he plays percussion on all of our records. Okay. We've got him, so he's like a 6th member. Then Dwayne Lundy, our producer, he's like a 6th member. So we have a lot of 6 members of the band. But as far as the traveling group of musicians, the 5 of us, I feel like we're, this is the unit that we all get along well. We all, sort of respect each other, at least a bit.
No fighting?
Enough to get in a van together and drive around. Yeah,
you guys just drove like 30 hours yesterday, right?
We did. We played in Mexico over the weekend, and we drove from Mexico to Scottsdale, picked up our gear, and then drove 28 hours straight back to be here.
Well, man, after that long drive, you still sound really great in here.
Oh,
so
thanks.
I'm super impressed. Yeah, you guys can roll into that last song
whenever
you're ready.
My heart is heavier than metal now. My eyes so swollen by the booze. I don't know what I did or how I've gotten here, and all I know is that's the truth. I wanna swing you back and forth just like a pendulum, and let you know this is right. And then I feel just like a kid inside a candy shop when everything is on the house. Act like animals, just like animals, just like animals. My head is pounding like 1,000 hammers at a time. With every nail I cross the line. I wanna treat you to the finer wines and all the lines, and let you know that I'm a prize. Act like animals. far, but you did. Oh, yeah, you did. My heart is heavier than metal now. My eyes were wild and you were loose. I don't know what I did or how you've gotten here. And all I know is that's the truth. I wanna swing you back and forth just like a tire swing, and let you know that I'm alright. And then I feel just like a kid on the 4th of July, with fireworks inside my eyes. Let's act like animals, just like animals. Let's act like
Audiotree Live with Miles Nielsen. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. Really appreciate
You
it.
bet. Thanks for having us.
No problem. You can catch their new album. It's online, basically anywhere you buy your records. You can check that out. Also, they're going to be on a full US tour starting at the end of August. So be sure to go out and check them, see them live. It sounds great. Also wanted to thank our lighting and camera crew, everyone here at Audiotree, for hooking it up and making it look so nice in here.
Yeah. Okay.
So we really appreciate that. And you can download the session when it comes out to help support us and the band in a few weeks. And until then, we'll see you guys next time.